Hey everyone, thanks for tuning into my channel. Today I'm going to go over cleaning the engine on this van that the girls and I pulled out the garage earlier this month. It's been a little cold lately, and when it hasn't been cold, it's been rainy. So today I decided I had 2 hours to burn before I picked them up at school. So I was out and about, had to go do some errands, and saw the car wash, and I was like, hey, let me attack this van today. I had some stuff on the interior I wanted to do with the liner, and then I said if I had time, I was going to go ahead and just spray down and clean the engine bay. But the problem I had was I didn't have my normal cleaning gear that I keep in the garage or I keep in my car. I didn't have anything with me at all. And so what I did is I ran into the Dollar Tree, which is right across the street from where the car wash is. I spent about $6.50 and bought some tools to clean the car, to clean the van. So I bought a 10 pack of light duty scrub sponges, which I've used these before. I actually use them on certain parts of my car, so I figured, hey, I could use those again. I bought two of my sponges that you guys seen in a few videos with the girls demonstrating them. They're called dish sponges. They're dish cleaner sponges. They're on a little wand, and they cost $1 or Dollar Tree, or $1 each. Bought two of those, and I bought a scrub brush, ones that I kind of use to do my carpet with normally. And the idea was to use the scrub brush on the liner of the van, which I did. Knock all that stuff off, or the majority of it off, and then vacuum it out, which I did. And then, oh yeah, of course, the main thing I bought was this stuff. It says, as seen on TV, LA's Totally Awesome, and cleans everything washable, spray on, wipe off. And of course, if you watch the video here, you'll see it in use. So I don't really need to describe it too much. But I have to say, I got to admit, I didn't expect it to work. I expected it to take care of some of the dirt on the van underneath the engine, but I truly didn't expect it to work the way it did. So watch the videos. The videos are going to be kind of chopped up because I was intending to do a video of the interior, pause, and then continue on with the engine, which is what I did. But what I'm going to do here is I'm dividing the video up into the engine, and then of course I'll post a video of the interior later. But I was really, really impressed with this LA's Totally Awesome. If you haven't used it, I totally recommend at least trying it on whatever project that you have. I have to admit, for $1, I mean, it cleaned everything underneath the hood that I wanted clean. It cleaned all the grease off. It cleaned all the brake fluid off. It cleaned everything. I mean, if I had to be negative at all, the insulation panel on the hood, there's like two or three spots of I guess dirt or almost like clay that didn't come off. But they were a lot bigger than they are now, and the majority of that came off. So I hope you enjoy the video. I don't want to sit here and make this an complete audio file. So enjoy the video. If you would, give me some feedback. Let me know what you would like to see, what you'd like to me to elaborate on, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks. All right, folks. Here we are. There's my microfiber. Good thing I'm working on the engine with this thing. All right, here we go with this engine. I wish I had some way to set this phone up, but I got to get this debris and stuff off the engine bay, or out of here, best I can, so we don't let this stuff get back on the engine. Alright, so what I'm going to attack here, attack this area, I'm going to attack all of it. But I'll take my sponge here, get back in here as best I can, and scrub. I really don't know how this stuff here is going to do. Of course, I've got my a microfiber there, and I have these scouring pads. They're light duty, and I'll work up in here with my hand. I don't have gloves. I would suggest you wear gloves. You see all this here. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to wet this thing down with the sprayer, but I'm gonna start here on the hood, work my way down, clean this, and then work my way through. So, and then once I'm done, I'm going to rinse it off with the spray nozzle. So let's see what it looks like when I'm done. Okay, all right. So far, I've attacked this top here. I've attacked this plastic area here, and stuff's doing all right so far. I'm using this along with my light duty pad. It's not going to get this stuff off. Maybe the spray nozzle will. Just getting it off the paint. Just getting it off this here. It's loosening it up, I guess. So next I'm going to attack the engine here. Go ahead and spot treat this stuff here. Spot treat all this. Hey, the more of this stuff, the merrier. It cost me what, $1? So I don't know how this is gonna work. I don't use this stuff. I mean, if nothing else, you can kind of use this as a review of this product. I've never used it before. So I bought it because I was looking for something cheap to do this van with, because my normal cleaning stuff's at home, and just kind of get an idea. I'll just do a quick wash up of the van here. So I'll be back in a minute, guys. I may be able to video this while I talk and while I clean. I sprayed the sponge. Bear with me, I'm doing this one-handed, but I am trying to be liberal with this stuff here. So, to soak this stuff down, and be liberal with it. One thing about the sponge here, though, so, a lot of people use these wheel woolies and stuff with these things. These sponges are a little hard to get up in these very, very tight areas. This is where a good bucket of water would come in handy. Clean the sponge off. Probably need to tighten these bolts down on this valve cover. Got a little oil in the valve cover here. Trying not to dirty my hands up and help it. I don't have gloves. So the more I use this versus the that, better off I am. I bought 2 of these. So let me go get the other one real quick. obviously won't be super clean today, but hey, we'll clean it up and get it done. And what you have to do is, if you have a vehicle that you really, truly care about, and you truly want to, you know, clean it, get it clean, kind of like I did my Mustang, is you have to attack this thing constantly. You know, like my car, my Mustang, I clean under the hood about once a week, and it's not major like this. It's not like I get out here and really have to scrub it. About once a month, I spray it down with some with a pressure washer, like that, just to knock whatever little bit of grease or dirt that may be on there off. And then every week, I'll get underneath the hood and I just spray it down like this and wipe it off with the microfiber. Of course, microfiber goes in the trash. Well, not necessarily, depending on how dirty it gets. But it's usually one of my raggedy microfibers. And it can go in the trash if I needed to. But, you know, this is one of these things where if you really want a nice display, or you want it to look nice underneath your hood, you have to attack it over time. You're not gonna get it all in one time, all in one go. But you get it the first go, you know, wait a couple of days or a week, and attack it again, and eventually you keep finding spots that you missed. And of course, if you do this for a living, say if you know somebody does auto detailing for a time, I mean, you've got to get it the first go, so you got to keep going over it. But I'm talking to the person that's, you know, just detailing their own car here. Yeah, you attack it. Do your best. Next time you hit it, you know, you really look for those areas that you missed last time. Really detail those areas, and eventually, you know, after a few washes, you'll have that engine bay looking the way you want it. And then after that, just keep detailing it, keep it clean, do your maintenance, maintain it. Alright, so now what I want to do here is go get some, put some coins in this pressure washer and see how it looks. I'll be back. Alright, now I'm going to pack this thing with some soap. Along with the hood, work my way down. Gotta be mindful of my time. Alright folks, this is it. Now, what I should do now, what I would do if this was my car, and I guess I can do, is what I would do here now is go back behind myself with a clean, dry microfiber and just wipe it off. Just wipe it off. Wipe as much of the dirt, I mean not dirt, much of the water off as I can, and inspect the car or inspect the van as much of this gunk off of here as I can. And once the engine completely dries, it'd be good too if you had a blower or a air compressor, which I do at home. But I'm not at home. Blow this thing off. This water off. So get this water off this thing, kind of get an idea how clean the engine is, inspect it, and while you're wiping it, you can inspect it and see what you might have missed. But I don't worry about every drop of water. I try to get these puddles, kind of like right here. These puddles built up. And then go back behind it once it dries. And spray it down with some detail solution. This is a good example of how you don't necessarily need these expensive products to clean your car or engine bay. I know I'm a big proponent of Meguiar's professional line, but y'all saw what I use on this. I use this cheap stuff. It's a half a bottle, or almost 3/4 of a bottle of this LA's Totally Awesome. See how this thing turned out. And I was just in the Dollar Tree looking for something cheap because I wasn't at home. I didn't have my cleaning stuff with me. Trying to find something that I could use here. And we know what that looked like, right? Remember that. And we see it now. That thing was covered with grease and brake fluid. This was also, and this was covered with oil and grease. And there's not even a... I may title this video LA's Totally Awesome review. I'll definitely be using it again. I'm looking for something cheap. Of course, I like my Meguiar's professional stuff, my super degreaser. But hey guys and girls, I don't see anything wrong with this stuff here. I really don't. I didn't need to read the directions on it, to be honest. Didn't take everything off of here, which I didn't figure it would. So once this thing dries, and next time I get up underneath the hood here, which will be next week, I'll make sure I tack these areas here really well. And today when I get home, I may get me some detail spray, wipe some of these spots down. So it turned out real well. Can't complain. It looks close to new. Let's go get some close-up shots. And this is from using my sponge and my real light-duty scrub stuff. And I got all this stuff from the Dollar Tree. All of it from the Dollar Tree. So guys, hit me up with any questions, any comments. I appreciate it. Thank you.